and that is the Los Angeles Rams.
Yep.
Matthew Stafford back in town, but it looks like Cooper Kupp's going to leave. Alaric Johnson is back.
Yep.
They have a young defensive line. They were the team that came the closest, and I would even say in most cases would have beat the Eagles in the playoffs.
Yeah, if Saquon didn't have that run, right?
They were. I mean Saquon that run, Jalen Carter that sack.
It started snowing.
They literally ended the game
snowing.
on the 13, where if they scored, it's the Eagles lose. Rams are going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Or sorry, NFC title game. Well, Super Bowl because
I thought they would have won.
Commanders
went
are
to the
ass.
Super Bowl too.
Yeah, they would be the Commanders for sure. They would be the Commanders. But Rams, what do you got?
Yeah, so projected they're $57 million in cap, but the Stafford pay, you don't really know because they haven't. Okay, so he's getting paid $26 million this year.
Yeah.
All they said that it's a pay raise. They've given no money, no exact number. It's just a pay raise.
I don't know if you heard. I'll stop you there. I don't know if you heard McVay on the McAfee show though.
Oh.
He said when the contract comes out, you're going to see how much of this guy is being a team player, is putting the team first.
He took a deal.
So I think he might have taken a deal here.
You think it's less than 50? Because
he wanted 50, right?
50 would be below average.
Yeah, apparently he wanted 2-year 100. So $50 million a year.
So basically how this played is, I want 2 years, $100 million, whatever. And the Rams said, okay, go see if that's what another team would pay you. He went for 2 days and south that. And
a lot of teams
are like, yeah, sure, I would 100% give you that.
We'll take Stafford.
And then all of a sudden the Rams pay him. So in that light, I'm like, well, maybe he didn't get a deal. I don't know. I'm really interested with that contract itself.
Yeah. So then they paid Jackson, and then they just traded Jonah Jackson. That clears up $17 million.
He also sucks.
The Bears took on the whole cap number, the whole contract. Like, there's none of the
solid Ryan.
Like
crazy,
the Rams aren't paying anything.
Ryan Pace, man.
They signed 1-year guy. They basically signed a 6th-round pick last year because you traded them for nothing. Because the Bears, they're so desperate. The Bears, they're stealing all the cap numbers. That's $17 million back in the Rams' pocket.
And you're gonna need to replace Jonah Jackson next year, by the way.
Yeah,
Chicago.
Yeah. So okay. So first, let's re-sign. Let's keep our guys in house. Nose tackle Bobby Brown.
Bobby,
a very good nose tackle, and that's part of that resurgence D line. You have Burst. You have
Fisk.
You have all these guys. You have all these guys. So keep your guys in house. It's the first guy that you need to sign. I don't think it's a big number. He's a nose tackle. He's not playing.
Projected 1 year, $6 million.
Yeah. So I think this is more of just like you're building a culture. Like we're gonna have a good D line and we're gonna pay for it.
What sucks is Donald retired and then they
got
D line got better.
Yeah. So you wouldn't mind it. Joe, let me ask you a question.
What are you saying?
If Aaron Donald was on the Rams team last year, how much of it would they have won? Like, they were close last year.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a great question. Are you saying would they be the Eagles?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess if Jason Kelsey was then would have stayed with the Eagles, or I don't know.
I wish those guys would say.
I don't know. That's a crazy question.
I know.
The guy that replaced him was pretty darn good too.
That's what. I mean,
his name?
Cam Jurgens. That's kind of the same thing. Like, okay, well, they replaced Aaron Donald with Brandon Fisk.
Yeah.
Right.
Also pretty good. So I don't know.
But anyways,
marginally better.
So you sign Bobby Brown, keep him in house, and the second guy is Jamin Sherwood. He was. If you watch any Jets games,
I'm gonna go with Jamin.
You watch any Jets games last year. CJ Mosley was out most of the year. This guy is a tackling machine. I think behind that D line, a guy who just eats up tackles, I think this is perfect. He's 25 years old. Yeah. He's young enough to grow into a better linebacker. And last year, that Jets defense was a shit show. So you would think if he plays with better team, better coaching, he might elevate to an overall better linebacker. So this is more of a low risk, high reward because I mean he's gonna get big money. Apparently 3 year, 47 is what they're projecting for him. To go as. Yeah. So, I think 25-year-old linebacker, put him next to Spates, and then let them grow as a team. I think building that front is important to them, and it's showing.
Yeah, sure. I mean, he's a good, not great inside linebacker.
Yeah.
And plug him in. He'll start for you. He won't hurt you. Sure.
And then their big signing is
there you go.
Cornerback Byron Murphy.
That's UW, baby.
UW. Has played in division, so he knows the Rams. He knows the division already. Has had a career year, and with the cap space, with apparently Stafford taking a team friendly deal, you still have a lot of cap. You can pay him whatever he wants, really. Byron Murphy can play inside and out, tough guy. Add him to this defense that's already grown. He's only 28. He's gonna be 28 at the start of week 1. So. Young guy, I think he's a slam dunk, and it would be one of the cornerstones of that young defense is a Byron Murphy.
Yeah, Byron Murphy would be interesting back in the NFC West. I think he'd love to give it to the Cardinals twice a year. I think that's something he would relish.
Yeah.
And like I said, they have Puka Nacua, but Jackson Smith-Njigba breaking out. I do think Marvin Harrison will bounce back and be better than he was.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting to see that his rookie number is similar to his father's. His father's Hall of Famer.
Yep.
And so I don't think people should be out on Marvin Harrison yet. And I just think you need to have at least one dog at cornerback.
Yep.
You need to. You got to have it. Not to mention, I mean, if you're going to go far in the playoffs, you need to solve the A.J. Brown problem, the Terry McLaurin problem. If the Packers ever get a receiver,
whatever
you're gonna need someone. And I like Byron Murphy here. I mean, this defense, good, getting better.
It's so annoying. Aaron Donald leaves and their defense got better.
Yeah,
that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
But hey, man, I thought they were getting hot at the right time last year.
They did.
And I thought they honestly could have made it to the Super Bowl, right?
They were
that Philly game, it could have gone either way.
Yeah. They're a good team, and McVay and Stafford being together again should make the whole NFC still be worried about this team, because that's a well-coached team with a Super Bowl winning head coach quarterback duo. It's hard to find those. You know?
They draft well. They had two straight great drafts,
and they've been this is how we draft well. You get low cost control players.
It's really funny too, because it's like an organizational shift. Like F them picks was a real thing for them.
Yeah,
for a while, and now all of a sudden they're like,
let's use them.
Yeah.
They stop going to the combine.
Yep.
And they start drafting amazing players.
Yeah.
Sean McVay is so good.
Yeah.
I was hoping he'd retire when those rumors were out last year. I hoped he retired.
He was talking about that you should listen to the McAfee interview. It's pretty good. But he was talking about how he was really close to retiring, and he had that kid, and it changed his perspective on life.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he appreciates the ancestors and everyone who taught him how to coach.
Yeah.
He cited the Gruden family there. I don't know if that was a little risky.
Isn't Gruden racist?
He was a racist.
Yeah.
But he works for Barstool, who's also
racist.
Exactly. So
allegedly. Allegedly. We don't know.
I digress. Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, I am trading for Kyle Pitts. I think last year, Higbee coming off injury did not come back to what he once was. Your backups are okay. I think Kyle Pitts. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's bad. I think you put him in a system like the Rams, where they're creative with guys. They have guys it's a well-schemed offense. I think Kyle Pitts in this offense, where he's not the number one or the number two, really, because Kyrie Williams would be the number two pass catcher. So I think him there would be a lot less pressure, new start. He's talented. It's just you're hoping on the year one wasn't a fluke, and you're hoping that McVay and Stafford can bring out what we saw year one, is that the 1,000-yard tight end.
I like this for a couple reasons. I love this for the Falcons. I know it's not a NFC South show, but I think the Falcons need to move on.
Yeah.
The Kyle Pitts thing didn't work. He's now, you don't need him. Darnell Mooney showed out last year.
Yep.
He was very, very good. Next to, of course, Drake London. You have the two backs. I think an inline, more traditional tight end who's going to help that running game is probably a little more beneficial to your offense than just basically a giant wide receiver in Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
He could use a fresh start somewhere. If you can't do it with Sean McVay, then you probably can't do it, big guy.
That's what I'm saying.
And put him over, give him another weapon. Cooper Kupp's out. I like it.
It's a great buy low move. I love it.
Yeah, and it's cost control for about 2 more years. So you have 2 years to kind of figure it out with him. So
I wonder what Kyle Pitts would in real life would cost.
She was number 4 overall pick, right?
Like who's getting more, Michael Mayer or Kyle Pitts? Like who's bringing back Pitts?
So Pitts only has 1 more year left, right?
Yeah.
So it's basically just a 1 year deal. Mayer at least has 2.
Right.
So
the Pitts has the rookie option, whatever.
They would have to make that decision this year.
Yeah, they'll make it this year. So it's gonna be the Pitts decision will come faster than people think.
With what he's done so far, he's not getting that extension though.
No. I think even if you trade for him, I don't think you're giving him that 1 year. You're just gonna kind of risk it. Like if he blows up, then we'll just have to pay him. If not, it's maybe a 3rd round pick, right?
I'll probably say
a 3rd round pick for Kyle Pitts.
At best 4, maybe a 5.
Yeah.
I'll seem like a day 2 pick, but I guess not then.
Yeah, I think like if you're gonna trade for him, maybe like a 6 and 7 and a borderline starter, or like a 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of where I'm at with that.
Yeah. So that I'm trying to save this poor kid's career, because I don't think he's bad. I just don't think he's that great. I think he's somewhere in the middle. And if the Rams can't find it, then no one can.
I think he's closer to okay than he is to great.
Yeah.
Wide receiver.
Go ahead. In the draft, I had them drafting Ohio State national champion Emeka Ibuka, wide receiver. I said it right for
I
sure.
call him Double E.
Egbuka, yeah.
Yeah. Ibuka. So his comp is Scary Terror. He's a tough, gritty wideout who doesn't mind blocking, goes over the middle, and is a tough guy. That describes every Ram wideout ever. Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. Tough guys play inside and out and pros. This guy's just he has a career of excellence. He's broken every Buckeye reception record ever, and he's a natural champ. No character issues. I think he's a slam dunk for a team that needs new weapons. If they let Cooper Kupp go, you just put it right there, first round pick right there to take Cooper Kupp spot.
I think Rams are in a win now in the next year and a half, 2 years. Like you have to make moves to as if you're going to be playing the Super Bowl this year. You really have to have that mindset. And so for that reason only, I'm okay. I don't think there's a chance in hell he lasts till 26. But if he is there, absolutely.
Yeah.
Run that card up to the commissioner.
Let me ask you this. Win now move, right?
Yeah.
The Rams, some guy wants to come home. He just got released today.
Yes.
Tay Adams.
Yep.
Devontae Adams?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it came out that he wants to be on the West Coast. That's a real thing, Tim.
Damn scary if he's with Stafford and McVay, man.
Oh, my God.
Would you consider Denver, Colorado a West Coast team?
No.
Damn.
He's not going to the Broncos. Who wants to
Seattle?
finish?
Is it on this side of the East Coast?
Who wants to finish their career playing for Sean Payton?
Devontae Adams.
Just be yelled at.
Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams.
Tay Adams wants to be in California, too.
That's a real thing,
So
man.
those teams are the Rams, the Chargers. The Chargers is a good spot.
Oh, actually.
Never mind. That's actually that's better.
That's a pretty good one,
better.
too.
Both in L.A.
That's better than the Rams.
But would you rather play Harbaugh, I guess?
But
Oh, yeah.
the question was with the Rams, him and Puka Nacua. That's pretty incredible.
Okay, so wait, hold on. So he wants to go to the West Coast.
Yeah.
He's not going to the Niners. He's not going to the Seahawks.
He could be at the Niners.
You think so?
Why not?
I think a 1 year.
I feel like they're kind of
They just got rid of Deebo
I
Samuel.
feel like they're set to move on. That's addition by subtraction.
Pearsall, Jennings, and Ayuk. Yeah, I don't think they're going to get into the fourth wideout.
I don't know if they're going to pay for another one.
And Jennings is a very good wideout. He hit. A great
Jennings
year
was
last
awesome.
year. Yeah. So yeah, no, I don't think the Niners are an option.
All right.
I think this is the Chargers or Rams thing.
You'd rather go to the Rams
You wouldn't want to go to the Chargers. You got Greg Roman.
Yeah.
Greg Roman, Jim
run
Harbaugh.
the ball. You're gonna a lot of run blocking, buddy.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Run the dang ball.
Run the damn ball. Yeah,
True.
yeah. So yeah, I think. But anyways, Emeka Egbuka on the Rams at 26 was kind of where I fit him in, and then if you add a Devontae Adams, they're right back there. And
I was so about this until Devontae Adams came up. Now I'm like, no.
Well,
Devontae Adams
you can have both.
Although I can't see Devontae Adams digging in for a run block.
Yeah, the Rams have their wideouts basically be tight ends. They
That
block
is
a
true.
lot.
Maybe he'll go to Vegas and just play with Aaron Rodgers.
Go back to Vegas.
Oh, right. Never mind. He's not going to Vegas.
Is there another? Well, I guess Arizona would.
The billboards are probably still up.
They're probably
Yeah, some strip club already has them up still. They just don't change them.
Okay, that's the Los Angeles Rams. We ask it after every episode we've done like this. If these teams made these moves, rank these teams.
Whew, I'll take the Rams number one.
Okay.
This is where it gets tough. I'll take Seattle year 2.
Okay.
McDonald. I'll take Niners and then Arizona.
Okay. Derek?
I hate to be agreeable because the Rams are number one in that list, but damn,
right? Yeah.
they might win the Super Bowl next year if they make some of those moves.
Yeah. The Rams are always when you have Stafford and McVay, you always have a shot somewhere. It's the Niners who could be the wild card because prior to last year, they were always in the NFC title game. They were always in the hunt. They were always one of the better teams in the NFC. Then they got hurt. You think next year, if they're not as hurt and they have Purdy done, they have Ayuk back, and everything's rolling.
You just kind of don't know their window.
You don't know. Yeah, you don't know.
Right,
you don't.
right.
Or even how they view it. Do they think that this is a rebuild or that this is we're still in the same tier of team because they're losing everyone who made them good.